already.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Campaign Corner. I'm Sherry Wassell, and today we're talking with Sam Williams. Sam is running for the 16th U.S. Congressional District in the great state of Texas in the El Paso area. How are you today, Sam?
Oh, I'm great. We've been driving most of the night. We stopped for a couple hours, caught some Z's here on the way to Nashville to go speak at the American Celebration Tour.
Wonderful, wonderful. So tell us, how is your campaign going back at home?
I think it's going really well. We're getting out there. You're going to have those fights that come up all the time because I've got, three other people in the primary I'm running against. But the good thing is that I actually have experience against Veronica Escobar, because I ran in 2018 as a write-in, kind of to get my feet wet into politics and understand how to run for office and what you need to do.
Sure. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's like paying for a college education. I mean, it cost me about $50,000, but I got a good education out of it, and I think it was well worth it.
Yeah, I'm glad you think that. I'm really rooting for you. So now Texas 16 has been a Democrat held for more than half a century. So yeah. So are you really hopeful this time because of the state of the country where we are right now and with President Trump in office?
Yeah, I think so. I think that gives us an advantage. And the other thing is that I know that our current congresswoman in the 16th district, she's not well received by a lot of people in El Paso, especially some of the more distressed areas of El Paso. She's promised them everything under the sun, but they've gotten absolutely nothing.
So tell me, if I'm a voter in your district and I have been voting Democrat and then I switch and I vote for you, what is something practical in my everyday life that I could look forward to having changed for me as a benefit of voting for you?
Well, one of the first things, like with El Paso, we've got a huge veteran population, and I'm a vet myself, but we don't have a VA hospital. We have over 50,000 veterans, retirees, and vets that live in El Paso, and we don't have the medical services in El Paso that we actually need. If we needed to go to to a true VA hospital, we would have to drive to Albuquerque.
Wow.
Which is about 4 hours away. And the population density that we have within, say, a 100-mile radius of El Paso is about 98,000 vets.
Gosh.
So that'll include New Mexico, Las Cruces, and El Paso, plus a lot of smaller towns that are out there.
Okay.
That's probably one of my biggest priorities right there. And then bringing back, we've got to fix our infrastructure in El Paso because it's very degraded.
Sure. What in particular?
The streets, because a lot of companies, they're not going to put an investment in unless there's infrastructure there that works for them. And I think that's why we're not getting one of the reasons we don't get the big business back into El Paso.
Sure, that makes sense. It costs a lot of money to, to run your equipment over roads and to get there on time, and then the wear and tear to your vehicle. So that makes sense.
Right. I've talked to a couple people that are actually within, that invest into communities and stuff about that, and they said they wouldn't put the money in there unless El Paso put the money into themselves. At least to fix the infrastructure so it doesn't destroy their equipment and trucks and things when you're shipping stuff out.
Sure. So what are your tax dollars going to mostly right now under the Democrat leadership?
They've been trying to make El Paso pretty, not fix the infrastructure. One of the problems we have is that, and this is throughout Texas, for property taxes, the reason they're so high is that we have multiple school districts per county. Like El Paso has 9 independent school districts within the county with 157,000 students roughly. We spend $1.5 billion a year on education in El Paso County. But yet our kids, you take like the Miami-Dade district in Florida, which has 347,000 students. It's one district, one county system. They spend $1.2 billion. And their kids are outperforming our kids at graduation on SATs and ACT scores by 20%.
Well, that's no good. Money's definitely not solving the problem in that situation.
No, throwing money at a problem doesn't fix it. It
Yeah.
actually enables it, I think, a little more.
Yeah, that makes me think about something that's been on my mind, and it's your situation and many candidates like you, these, amazing, great candidates that are true representatives of the people that are having trouble with their campaigns with getting elected because of money. And so I was thinking for a while, well, how can they get more money? Well, getting more money from individual donors is fine, but I don't think you want to get money in big chunks from corporations or
No,
lobbyists, because then you're bought. So
right. And that's something Rick and I were actually discussing that as we've been driving. It'd be great to see, big money come in. But the thing is, at that point, they're going to want something from you,
yes,
some kind of favor. And I don't want to. I don't want to be in that situation. Small donors, I think, are the best way to go because people are supporting the actual candidate.
exactly.
And that's one of the issues we have because there's so much. Uh, they keep talking about the Russians and all that meddling in it. There's more meddling inside the United States by big corporations into our election process than anything else.
Yeah,
Because they either want to deregulate or regulate something that's going to benefit their business.
exactly. Or they truly aren't America first. They're globalists, and we have some of those even on the Republican side, sadly.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
We need to be America first. I mean, this is our country. If we don't do something and pick ourselves up, nobody else in this world is going to help the United States. They'd rather see the United States fail.
yeah,
And people forget that the reason they don't understand, I think a lot of people don't understand how the world really operates because they've lived in this security blanket that's been provided by the United States military for so long that we don't see what's the real world's like.
Sure. That makes sense. We are in isolation, and so many people don't even follow politics. They have no idea. They just catch it in 3-second sound bites here and there, and that's their information. We're constantly distracted in our country, and that's hard.
Right. I mean, we're in Memphis right now, like I said, and this area is amazingly depressed.
Oh.
Just where we're at. There was a guy standing in the rain outside the store when I went in, and it's like, guy, why are you standing in the rain? He goes, I don't have a job.
Yeah.
Now I didn't get into it with him. I'm not going to, why he doesn't have a job.
Sure.
But the economy is picking up. A lot of people say, oh, we're not seeing it. Well, in El Paso, we're not seeing it because our entire economy is a service-based type industry. We don't have any heavy manufacturing anymore.
Sure. Well, hopefully it's coming back.
I think we can get it back. I mean, the thing is, my opponent, when she was county commissioner, the Democrat Veronica Escobar, Toyota wanted to put a truck plant into El Paso, right?
Sure.
But El Paso was so greedy for the individuals on the county commission at the time that they were asking for, from what I understand, nothing, it's all conjecture, but we're asking for, payoffs more or less to allow Toyota to build that plant there. So Toyota said, hey, we're not going to do that. And they went to San Antonio and built a plant.
Wow.
So we lost 2,000 good paying jobs because of the greed of the elite class of people.
Sure. It's hard not to get discouraged when we hear things like this, and there is a lot of corruption, but I still always go back to the hope. With President Trump in office, it really has been miraculous, the changes that our country's gone through under him, especially with what he's been up against. And so I'm hopeful, and I hope that you don't have to have so much money to win an election. If not this time, soon. I hope we get to a point where it doesn't require that, because that invites the corruption, like we were talking about earlier, with people giving you money and then owning you.
It absolutely does invite the corruption, and that's part of the problem.
Sure.
That's one of the biggest problems is the corruption. If Donald Trump, and this is one thing, love or hate Donald Trump, it doesn't matter who you are. We would have not seen if Hillary Clinton had won that election in 2016. We wouldn't have seen all this corruption coming out.
Oh, no way.
You know, people have to understand that because they hate him so much. All of a sudden, when they all wanted his money when he wasn't running for being president,
Yeah.
that now he's such a bad guy because he knew what was going on.
Yes, yes. Well, I never followed him before he ran for president, but I absolutely love him. I love his heart and I love his leadership and everything that he does.
Well, it's just like I was at, and this happened to us on social media the other day, talking about the thing in Syria where he pulled our guys back off the Syrian-Turkish border, which initially I was kind of upset about it, but then I thought about it. We only had 50 guys on that border, roughly. All right. Now we got an army coming in. The 50 guys aren't going to stop them, people. It was the right thing to save American lives to pull them off.
Yes.
We've been in that area of the world now I fought in that area for almost a generation.
Mm.
I've got 95 months of combat time in the Middle East.
Wow.
So people need to understand that the Kurds that the Turks are going after too are not the same Kurds that are in Iraq. There's different factions, and the faction, the PKK that's in northern Syria and Turkey, the Turks have been fighting them. They've been fighting each other for a long time because the Kurds wanted an autonomous region in Turkey like they have in Iraq.
Sure.
So and the PKK, if you look them up, they're listed as an international terrorist organization. That's why Donald Trump pulled them back. I mean, I can understand his decision-making process.
Good.
And then and somebody really was beating us up. You got blood on your hands for this because we pulled them off the border because you support your orange God type things. This is exactly what they're saying. And I was on Fort Bliss at the time, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna talk to some of the soldiers and see what they think about it. And their consensus was great, man. We're not getting shot at if we get pulled off the border like that. And they think it was a great move.
Well, I'm not surprised at all. And I mean, it's really sad to hear the way some people talk about our president. And I think he made a brilliant decision, and I think it's obvious now. And I think, he needs to be trusted. He's proven himself, brilliant.
I think you're 100% correct there.
Good.
He has made the right decisions on, nobody's ever going to be 100% accurate on making decisions. But I don't think he's running on emotions. I think he's running on logic. And that's one thing we have to get people to understand. You can't make decisions based on emotions.
Oh, no.
And that's a lot of the problem with the left. They try to drive people's emotions, but they don't want to they only give them half the story to drive the emotion.
Exactly. And they're constantly trying to make us feel guilty for loving our country and loving our flag and, loving our own families. It's really awful.
That's the one thing that I see that's missing in the country. Especially on the left side. It's not, they talk about nationalism. Well, there's no patriotism left, as far as the left goes. They fight everything that we stand for as a country, and they separate everybody into these small groups and say that this group doesn't have any rights. You know what? We all, as Americans, have exactly the same rights. Why do we have to keep segregating people into groups and give them rights that another group doesn't have?
Yes, exactly. We're all Americans. We all bleed the same blood, and we all,
yes, ma'am.
I am totally with you. I'm sick of identity politics in every form.
Identity politics is what is destroying America, because it's not a matter of whether you're black, white, yellow, green, pink, whatever. If you were born in the United States or naturalized, you're an American first and foremost.
Yes.
And that is the most important thing that people need to remember is we're one country. You go anywhere else in the world, and the first thing that somebody says about you if you're from the United States is they don't look at what color you are. They tell you you're an American.
Yes, exactly. And there's nothing wrong with loving your own country. And if I move to another country and had my citizenship there, I would respect that country and I would try to fit into their culture. That's me
We,
personally.
well, most countries, if you decide to go live there, right, and go to their country, they want you to assimilate
Yes.
to their society, which is, we're not asking anybody to do anything different than what any other country would do. Yet we're
Oh,
the bad guy all the time
yes, yes,
because we want people to assimilate to us. We have, there's more diversity in the United States than there is anywhere else in the world.
yes. And it's
We're not.
wonderful. I mean, I enjoy different cultures and colors and ages, but we
That's
still have
great.
to come together on the basics, like we are a sovereign nation, we are a free nation, our
Right.
constitution, just those basic things. That's all anyone that I know on our side is asking.
And I think that's, the more people you talk to on the street, I think that's a general consensus because I think it's a smaller group of people. The smaller groups get more media time, you might say, on the mainstream media.
Yes.
So their message is being heard, but they're the ones that are trying to tear down our country.
Yeah.
You can't give everything away to everybody. It just doesn't work.
No.
Somebody's got to pay for it somewhere. And really, the American middle class is the one that pays the bulk of the brunt of that.
Yes.
When we start giving stuff away, we take the border issue with the asylum seekers on the southern border right now. Here's the thing: poverty is not a reason for asylum.
No, we have poverty here.
That is a true. That doesn't. Being poor doesn't make you qualify for asylum. 90% of the asylum cases that will be heard eventually, they're not going to be adjudicated in their favor. They're going to send them back.
Yeah.
And the other thing is being able to claim asylum anywhere along the border just by coming into the United States and having up to 1 year. If you enter the United States illegally, you can still claim asylum. That's ridiculous. We need to change that in the HCFR and strike that sentence for that matter.
Yeah.
And say, look, change the entire wording for asylum to say that if you don't come through a legal port of entry to claim asylum, you can't claim asylum.
Yes.
Because you broke the law.
Yes, is exactly what President Trump is talking about when he mentions our crazy immigration system right now and how it's broken and it's bad and it needs to change.
I won't say it's broken, but there are some things we do need to reform in it and fix it. We need to tighten up those loopholes that are there, and they're there.
Yes.
But, in my own family, we have a case right now where my son-in-law, he's British, right? Now, they just had 2 weeks ago, they had their first child, my daughter and him. Now, he has to stay he's still in the UK. He's not in the UK right now, I'm sorry. He's here because they just had the child, but he's got to go back next week, back to England to wait on his visa. Because of all these asylum seekers that my opponent has pushed to the front of the line, because her husband is a federal immigration judge in the El Paso sector. And now all these asylum cases have been put ahead of people that are legitimately applying to come to the United States.
Yes, that's what I hear. I mean, we are for legal immigration. It's, nothing to do,
Right.
Nothing against immigration. It's the illegal part and the ridiculous, unlawful and the horrible things that go along with the illegal entry that we have.
Oh, it's ridiculous. The human trafficking aspect of that is huge.
Yes.
And you will not hear the left mention anything about human trafficking. It never comes out.
No. Well, the bottom line with the left is they don't believe in personal responsibility. Like they don't believe in the people from these other countries taking responsibility for their decision to come here. When it's a really bad decision, it's a dangerous journey. And, I'm sure there are some innocent people who get, talked into taking it, but.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
But, we can't take everybody in and support the entire world. That's why our economy's in the shape it's in now, is because we have been supporting the world. That's why the national debt's so high.
Sure.
We got to bring that money back into the United States. It goes back to building the wall. You know, you hear the left talking about where the money's coming from, right? They're taking it out of defense. They're taking it out of defense. They're not taking it out of the actual defense budget.
Right.
They're taking it from the Corps of Engineers. What people fail to understand about the Corps of Engineers is that they do projects worldwide. And that money is coming out of something that would have gone to another country. So we're going to keep that money here in the United States.
Sure.
You know, which is where it should be. It shouldn't be spent overseas.
No, it shouldn't.
There's no reason for that. But you won't hear them tell you where it's coming from, because Veronica Escobar, same thing, is telling you that it's coming out of the housing budget. You know, for the military. That's bullcrap. You got to see the construction that's going on Fort Bliss. It hasn't stopped. So the money's not coming out of that budget. It's not coming out of the installation budgets.
Yeah, unfortunately, lying has just become commonplace. And, you know, what comes out of the left's mouth, and then the mainstream news repeats it, states it as fact.
They parrot everything. They parrot the bad.
Yes.
Nobody ever talks about the good things that are happening.
Well, I think a lot of the new media does, you know, shows like.
Well, I think talking on shows like yours, Bill's, you know, I've been on several different podcasts, John Fredericks.
Yes.
You know, everybody that I've talked to like that, we all have the same mindset. We're trying to put out the actual truth.
Yes.
The whole story, because there's good and bad to every story sometimes.
Sure.
But how much good has been done? Look at where we're at from where we were 4 years ago, 5 years ago, comparatively speaking.
Yes.
Most people in this country are in a much better place than they were.
Yes. And I really hope that when you're talking to the voters, because obviously a lot of your voters in your district are Democrat, I hope that you can point that out to them and just practically get them to switch over. They don't have to change, you know, their whole mindset. Just say, you know, just for this election, just, you know, give me a chance. What do you have to lose?
Give me a chance and let me show you what can be done if you have somebody that's working for you, not for the big money.
Exactly.
Because I'm retired. I'm retired military. I'm 100% disabled from VA, and I'm retired. And after 29 years of service, I tell people this all the time. I'm not doing this because I have to do it, or because I need a job. I could sit at home every day, and honestly, I'd rather sit home and drink beer and scotch and barbecue, to be honest with you.
I got you. This is hard.
But somebody's got, and you take so much abuse when you run for office, you know, because people try to, you know, beat you into the ground.
Yes.
And say nasty things or whatever. And I agree with Donald Trump on that. Look at what the person can do, because people need to start looking at the candidates, not at the party.
Yes.
You know, people have been voting party for too long, and that's one good thing that's happened in Texas is that we don't have straight party voting anymore.
Good.
And I think that's the other advantage that we have, to be able to flip El Paso
from the stranglehold of the Democrats for over half a century.
You know, you think about it. What color do you turn when somebody's choking you? Blue.
Yeah, that's funny.
I was sitting there the other day, and it dawned on me that, hey, we got blue and red, right? But what color? When you're mad, you're red, right? But when you're getting choked out and you got no air, you're blue.
Yeah, okay, that works. That's kind of funny. All right.
It almost is, it's true right now.
Yes.
We're being choked out by the left, by the blue left. And they're pouring so much money into Texas, it's ridiculous.
Yes, they're pouring.
Try and flip Texas.
Yeah, they are. They're not going down without a fight, that's for sure. We just have to, you know, we have to stay focused, and I think we have to encourage each other and stay positive, you know, not naive, but stay positive and do as much as we can to help each other get this message out that, you know, that you and others like you have.
That's exactly what we need. And, you know, we go back to the donation thing. You don't have to break the bank. 10 or 20 bucks goes a long way for us, believe it or not. Sure,
especially when a lot of people will give that much. You know, if a lot of people give a little bit, that's your best bet.
Yeah, because then we all got a stake in it. you know?
Yes. Yes, but none of us own you.
Right. You know, we're doing a campaign right now. If you check us on social media, there's a t-shirt campaign out there that we're doing that sell t-shirts. You know, we use the WinRed system
Yes.
for direct donations. Because some people don't like it because it's kind of intrusive with the amount of information that they want for donating.
Oh,
But a lot of people have to understand what the compliance stuff is with the FEC.
sure. And
Once
you can,
pass
I'm sorry.
$200, it changes the information you need to have.
Yes, and you can remind them too that that's the same avenue that President Trump is using. He's in combined financial resources with the RNC, and they're using WinRed to
Right.
counteract that Act Blue, that awful Act Blue.
Right, and that's exactly what it is. It's a counter to Act Blue because Act Blue covers, you know, that's how the Democrats cover up a lot of money
Yes.
on who gave it. When you have people that are giving, you know, huge sums of money, but they break down these smaller donations. But you'll see stuff on Act Blue where people are given the maximum amount.
Yes.
They're given $2,800, which is a max. And there's some, you know, people have asked about that as well on how much can they donate, how to do that. Well, the thing is, each election per year, you're allowed to give $2,800 per election. Now, normally, if it's a primary and a general election, that's $5,600 would be the max. But I've had people tell me, "Oh, we want to give you, you know, $5,600," and I'm like, no, split it, because it's two separate elections, and you're investing in me, you know, and I don't want to be responsible for you losing your investment either.
I see what you're saying. If you win the primary, then get the other half.
Yeah, I'm trying to be honest about how and as transparent as possible on what this money goes for, because so many of them just, I don't know what they use the money for. I mean, we need to raise $11,000 by the end of the month, but that'll get us on to iHeartRadio ads, and there's another thing with it, all these streaming media sites.
Sure.
That iHeart does that we'll get into too, but we need to raise that $11,000 to pay for it.
Sure.
Just the radio alone is $7,800 for it's a 9-week campaign.
Yeah.
But it'll get more message out there, and it covers 2 radio stations.
Good.
And the link for the t-shirts, where do they get them at? It says, with your $50 donation today, you'll receive a premium long sleeve t-shirt. I think they're made by Champ Sports, right? And they just click the link. It's on social media. It's on Twitter.
Okay.
Just click it, and they can buy a t-shirt. And the good thing is when you do this, when you donate that way and you buy a t-shirt, the compliance stuff is different. It doesn't count as an individual donation.
Well, that's good to know. Good to know. Well, Sam, I appreciate you. I know many Americans appreciate you. I want to thank you for your service to this country.
No, it's my pleasure.
And thank you for taking the, biting the bullet and running for office. I know it isn't easy. It's got to be stressful and all-consuming and not always pleasant, but thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'm doing this because I believe in our country.
Well, good.
I believe America is great. You're not making it a great again. We're already great. We are the greatest nation in the world, and we have been for a long time. But we're in danger of losing that.
Well, Sam, thank you so much for coming on the Campaign Corner today.
Oh, no, thank you for having me, Sherry. We really appreciate any time we can talk to somebody.
Well, we all have to do what we can to get this message out there.
Yeah, I mean, they can donate through samforep.com. Just click the donate button and you can give $3 if you want. I'll take a quarter if they got it.
Okay.
I'm honest about it. Everything helps.
Yeah, sure. Gotcha.
We did good on gas. We only spent, to get to Memphis, it cost us $60 in gas. I mean, you can't beat that.
No, that's really good. All the way from Texas.
It's cheaper than flying.
For sure. And a lot less hassle going through the security line, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Well, Sherry, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Sam, and best wishes on your campaign. And we'll keep following you and keep up to date with your campaign for Texas 16.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Okay.
All righty.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.